Hey guys, now I don't know if anyone watched my video yesterday, but I said that I had a few different games to play that I got. So this is the second game that I played, but I will be continuing Vagrant Hearts probably sometime next week. But this is called The Bottom of the Well, and it's a kind of like alternative Alice in Wonderland type of thing, dealing with the apocalypse. Welcome to the Bottom of the Well. This game is a visual novel, meaning it is a mainly text-based piece of interactive fiction, a book where you can decide what happens next. Most of the gameplay consists of picking your choice from a selection of options, which will further the story. And even though this is a visual novel, apparently you can die in this, so yeah. And there's multiple endings. So it's supposed to be a short game, but you know, with multiple endings, there's multiple ways, multiple outcomes. But well, this has some gameplay aside from multiple choice, though the most important of which is the kind of Alice you are going to play. For your first playthrough, we recommend you use default Alice, but the customization is there to be used. If you complete the game, a different Alice might have a very different experience, like I was saying. If nothing else, you might just find a new way to die. Thank you for playing our game. Okay. A customer, like Alex. We'll do this. We'll do the default Alice. She looks alright. Can't turn this down. But that's just what she's playing. Okay, it's not actually money. Okay, wait. I don't understand. Do I have to click? What am I doing? Good morning. Did you catch the anniversary reading last night? No, well I tried, but I fell asleep. Listen, about that. You fell asleep? Oh, come on, Alice. Alice in Wonderland is like our favorite. There's the Mad Hatter. Come on. Yeah, let me finish. Something happened. I was tuning in on my radio. You're such a Luddite. Amazing I can even catch you online. Shut up, I'm not a Luddite. I just like analog things. Yeah. Anyway, I was tuning into the broadcast, and I must have hit the AM switch or something, because suddenly the channel changed to something else. What, aliens? Oh, government run numbers station? Government run numbers station? They're like the lottery? No, it was weird. Like white noise at first. It's hard to explain why I was so drawn to it. I could hear snippets of some melody. Maybe lyrics, but the signal was weak. So you turned it off and continued looking for the Alice podcast. So I went out on my balcony and turned the antenna around until the signal came through clear. It now sounded more like music, with the odd signal in the background. When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Oh, so somebody's pirate radio broadcast of golden oldies. It felt like there was something else there. Some message that the music was hiding. I know it sounds weird, and then I fell asleep. What a story. Hey, no, hear me out. I dreamed, and I didn't know I was dreaming. Do you understand? It was entirely lucid, but like waking up in another world, except I didn't think of it as another world. Does this make any sense? I mean, I guess. I guess it's, if you're dreaming, you wouldn't think of it as another world until you realize you were dreaming. You had a super lifelike dream where you didn't know you were dreaming, but you were still lucidly in control. Sounds pretty rad to me. I've never been big on lucid dreams or whatever. I'm sure it would have been, except for the whole end of the world apocalypse bit in the dream. Okay, now you got my attention. So like I said, it was the end of the world. Everything I did that day felt like the real thing. Every smell, every sound, every color, every touch. It's important you know that. I wasn't acting like I would in a dream. I didn't know it was a dream. Heavy. There was no warning, no build-up, nothing. Just between one moment and the next, the TV had turned to the emergency alert system. In his voice, it sounded like it had been recorded in the 60s, told us we were under attack. Were you alone? Yeah, I had a really long day at the office, so I had sworn off all social contact for the evening. I had the TV on in the background, just as noise. Wait, what? The office? You mean you got some kind of a real adult person job in this dream of yours? Yeah, actually, at the college. Student admissions office. Hey, don't sound so surprised. I am going to graduate in just a few months, you know. With a BA in English lit. Shut up. And such skill with words. Anyway, what happened next? Like I said, the TV suddenly turned to the emergency alert system. Jacked the volume all the way up too. I didn't even know they could do that. The broadcast told us we were under attack right now and that we needed to get to shelter. That we had less than 30 minutes before the bombs hit. Jesus, sounds scary. At first I didn't want to believe it. I switched the channel, but they were all the same. And then the sirens started. Tornado sirens, flood sirens, I don't know. And I knew things were serious. So what'd you do? I went online to find out what was going on. I immediately tried to call Chess. Chess. I need to think about, If I think your immediate reaction would be to get in contact with, like, someone that you care about it. So, Chess, who's that? My, oh God. Yeah, my, boyfriend. I mean, I don't have a boyfriend, but in my dream I did. He grasped me like, he like, whoa, wait a minute. Here, wait up. Tell me more about this sudden new boyfriend of yours. I thought you weren't in a dating scene. Actually, I've been thinking about putting myself out there. Like maybe some online dating or something. Although I'm kind of afraid to check OkCupid right now. What if there's a guy there named Chess? Good icebreaker. Hi, I'm Alice. I dreamed about you last night. You were my end of the world buddy. Funny. Aren't I just? You were saying about chess. What kind of name is that anyway? He's so judgmental. I wasn't really. I mean, yeah, he was pretty hot, I guess. And smart and into me. What more could you ask for? I can sense you blushing all the way over here. Can we get back to the dream? Maybe I should check my OK Cupid profile, actually. So, what did your boyfriend think? Well, first I tried calling him, but all I got was a pre-recorded network busy message. But the net still worked, so I hit him up there. I mean, we did most of our communications in chat anyway. And she got a lot from a dream. Goodness. And I found him, but there was no time for, well, anything. I started typing, you know, holy hell, what the fuck is going on style stuff. And he just tersely replied he had to go. That's a little blunt. I mean, he had to go. He told me he needed to go get his sister. His sister? How come? What? He mentioned her a few times. She's disabled, but lives in a house by herself. Out somewhere in the boroughs. Did he ask you to come too? He didn't ask, I did. I'm going to be outside my apartment in 5 minutes, he said, then logged off. I guess that's an invitation of sorts. So what did you do? Well, I knew that Chess wasn't going to wait for me. If I wanted to go with him, I had to go right away. Just grab my stuff and go. Making quick decisions in the spur of the moment doesn't sound like you. So what'd you do? I went on. Why does that keep coming up? Like, that doesn't seem relevant to what we're going. Of course I would go help out his sister. Like, go it again. So I decided to go with Chess. I mean, how couldn't I? He clearly needed help. Altruistic. How long had you been dating? Cynic. Long enough to know my feelings were real. I mean, they felt real in the dream. Where did the sister live again? In a borough, practically the suburbs. So pretty far. Chess said he usually takes a subway or a bus. Chess actually lived just down the street, and we always had a customary place to meet. We didn't even need to confirm the place anymore, but it didn't seem very likely we'd be able to catch a bus or the subway. So how were you planning on getting to the sister in less than 30 minutes? Oh, spoiler. The bombs then start dropping on us within 30 minutes. It took longer than that. They did start though. That's lucky. Yeah, well, it didn't mean we weren't in a hurry. But you didn't leave empty-handed though, right? Oh, right, yes. I grabbed the biggest bag I had. A backpack. People always called it magic. You could fit so much into it. Big on the inside and all that. Oh. Oh wait, am I supposed to like actually move? Okay, take flashlight, of course. Take map. Oh shit. Okay. Take spirit clothes. Like I want to say No, don't even worry about the spare clothes. You ain't gonna have time for this. We might not even be doing any. I should just. Oh, okay. That's not gonna take up any. Okay, take radio. Okay, so can I do that? Okay. No. Put that back. Can I not? Okay. Maybe we don't need a flashlight, but see, I don't want to drop the flashlight though. But like, what if it's night and the power goes out? I guess. Go on, Burrow, sister. Bombs incoming. How did you plan to get there in the chaos? The chaos, yeah. The streets were nuts. Everything and everyone was going crazy. Crashes everywhere, but no one was responding. The street was completely gridlocked. I'm talking maybe 15 minutes after the first announcement here. All it takes is a few cars in the wrong place. But you live pretty centrally, right? It had to be better further out. Did Chess have a car? This is a dream. I'm pretty sure there's some physics that does not apply. Okay, no, but if we wanted a car, there were tons around. People just left them keys in the ignition and ran. Holy shit, it really must have been Bedlam. Or Bedlam. Is it Bedlam? Whatever. It was. I was so scared. So, steal a car or walk? Steal a car? We discussed walking. It was like 14 miles or something. It'd probably take at least 4 or 5 hours on a good day. And this wasn't a good day. Maybe a good start though. Things might clear up outside the downtown area and you might be able to steal a car there. Appropriate a car. Stealing sounds so criminal. Whatever you say. Any other options except stealing or appropriating a car and hoofing it? Okay, somewhere in between. I know a guy with a motorcycle. He really loves that motorcycle. But I wondered if maybe he'd be willing to borrow it. I mean, for fuck's sake, we were going to go rescue a disabled woman. You know him well? Reasonably. I didn't know you knew how to drive a motorcycle. I'm a woman of many talents. So what did you do? We decided to try to walk out of the worst chaos. I started driving my cream puffs. Walk out of the worst. I think, I feel like this would get it. I mean, like, who's really gonna care right now? But try to walk out of the worst chaos. We really don't have hours, so I'm going to go with. I'm gonna do this one. The motorcycle seemed like a good idea at the time, except, so we probably ended up having to steal a car anyway. But anyway, the motorcycle seemed like a good idea at the time, except that when we arrived at his building, the first thing I saw was him outside, prepping his ride together with a group of similarly attired, similarly equipped motorcycle guys. So much for borrowing a motorcycle then. He recognized me when I approached. He looked pretty distracted, packing up the saddlebags on the motorcycle with all kinds of things, but he stopped for a second to talk. Hello, I see you are making your escape. Would you happen to have a spare slot in your escape machine? He said he was heading toward the fallout shelter. When I asked him what he was talking about, he told me there's an old shelter down on 3rd, under the Rad Bar. The Rad Bar? Your old hangout. What are the odds? Anyway, he said he could take me, that he knew the owner of the place. Sounds like a good alternative. What do you think? What did you think? Well, Chess immediately said no thanks. He looked at me. What'd you tell him? Like, why would I be like that? I think that's actually an achievement, but we're not gonna do that. So no daring escape into the sunset on your motorcycle with bombs going off behind you. What a pathetic excuse for a power fantasy this dream of yours is. I don't think it was ever a power fantasy, or not necessarily fancy at all. Anyway, I still had to make a choice, and I had already lost at that time. We gotta just go here. By your description, this seems like kind of a bad idea. Well, finding a vehicle was easy, but they had all been abandoned for a good reason. They weren't going anywhere. I had to find one I could feasibly get out of there with. An abandoned one you could feasibly get out of there with. Right. So how did that go? And what did Chess have to say about this? He was game. Anything to get to his sister faster. But he figured we'd make better time if we split up. I went for the car. He went to scout out a route. Sounds like a plan. I wasn't really sure what I was looking for. Just that I needed a car stat. I found a station where I can open it with the key in the ignition. No sign of the owner. I jumped in and gunned it, and got maybe half a block before I hit complete traffic stop. Everyone was beeping, people were abandoning their cars, all traffic rules forgotten. I'm not sure what else you expected. Yeah, well. I decided walking was the best option. The whole downtown area was gridlocked. Cars everywhere, people running down the sidewalks, and the sirens blaring. It was like one of those disaster movies. No hope of driving anywhere, anyway. But where was everyone going? Most of them were going home, I think. People were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And there you were, running away from home. Once I made my decision, I stuck to it, no matter how much I was filled with doubt. Half an hour was nothing at all. But luckily, that estimate was completely wrong. Sometimes I walk half an hour in the wrong direction just because I stubbornly refuse to believe I'm lost. I didn't know what was the right direction. But I did try to get there as fast as possible, although that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I was supposed to have been a mass of people and manhandled in the wrong direction more than once. Every few minutes I stopped to consult the map to make sure I was going in the right direction. Was there any danger? Like people attacking each other or something? No, I thought we were all going in the same direction. But then I realized that the crowd was heading somewhere I hadn't planned to go. a subway station. What'd you do? I was swept along. It was that I get trampled or pinned against some wall. I finally managed to disentangle myself at the stalled mass of people just outside the entrance. Apparently it was closed and people were trying to break through the gates. By the time I was out though, I had lost a lot of time. Time, yes. Isn't that the thing you're fighting here? How far away were you planning on getting? Well, a lot further than I had gotten at that point. I could practically still see my apartment building, but the crowd was slowly thinning at least, and I actually saw a vehicle in motion. An ambulance weaving between stalled cars with its sirens blaring. What'd you do? What I planned to? I kept walking. I kept walking into the danger before I had to stop. Okay, let's see. This one. I found myself looking over my shoulder all the time, as if the flash could come at any time. Aren't you supposed to look away from the flash? Well, yeah, but how could I not? Some warning. Something. The sirens were pointless. Weren't they supposed to warn when an event is imminent? Now I've been out for at least an hour and no bombs yet. I think I would have just stayed at home, or done just about anything but head out into the open. You do that when you have this dream. I did what I did. So how long did you risk staying out? I asked Chess what he thought and he just shook his head. He was going to keep going. I feel like this fool gonna get us all killed because he wants to keep going. Like, I understand that he wants to save his sister, but we can't be following him all over the damn place. Like, but then no one else would have gone to get her, so I guess we got her. Chess's single-mindedness was what led me. I was pretty sure this was a monumental mistake and that we get caught outside and killed for sure. But I couldn't just leave him. So we kept walking. So how did that work out for you? You think it was easy? People had driven out into the sidewalks and left their cars. Everything was a mess. I tried going down the main highway, but it proved pointless and I had to backtrack. I didn't say it was easy. Did you consider running? I half ran and jogged as much as I could, but it felt like being late for class. I got tired almost immediately, while the goal was still as far away as ever. Chess wanted to go faster, but he slowed down when he saw I was struggling. The worried look on his face went nowhere though. And well, I saw a streak above my head, trailing a white cloud. What? You were outside when the bombs fell? I thought I'd have time to get away, but I just wasted too much of it somehow. Oh, goodness, okay. Yeah, I was out on the street when the initial shockwave came. There was just no ducking cover. Oh, No duck and cover could have saved us from any. Oh my god! No duck and cover could have saved any of us there from that. I don't think. The next thing I know, I am showered in glass as every window above us shatters. Cars swerved off the road and crashed. Bedlam and light, bright light. I tried to call out all the way when something hit me. Maybe a piece from a building. Don't know. I blacked out. You have a really fucked up imagination, Alice. It didn't feel like a dream. That's the thing. Because you don't wake up in dreams, do you? But I did. Bleeding, alone, out on the street. What did you see? I don't know. I was about to say, I almost was make a choice. I saw a burning city. Ash rained down. In downtown. Far too close. A mushroom cloud. Just staring me in the face. It was the end of the world. I just knew that there and then. Jeez. And then there was a streak of light, and it was actually almost beautiful, as it fell from space. Just a streak of light at only a slight angle. I just had time to think, no, we've had enough, before it hit. For some reason, I elected to stare right at it when it impacted, above the ground in a terrible fireball. Ugh, please tell me the dream ended here. Yeah, I didn't really see it though, but I died, eventually, in the dark. But he's like, what the fuck? And thus concluded my dream. Well, that was interesting. What do you think? I think it felt incomplete, like there was something missing. That wasn't the way it's supposed to end, you know. Dreams are supposed to end in certain ways. This one was, I think. It felt like it was trying to tell me something, but I wasn't listening closely enough. Maybe you can try again next night, see if you hear the same recording. Speaking of, what frequency was this on? That's the weird part. When I tried to see, I realized I had hit the right channel, and that it was in fact reading Alice in Wonderland. And this isn't exactly some obscure number station frequency on the AM bands. Well, maybe you'll dream it next night again anyway. That's the good thing with dreams. You can always dream them again. And maybe do something different the second time around? Huh? Okay, well, I'm assuming that means that I did not get the ending that we're supposed to, but I will not be playing it again today. I will pick this up again if anyone's interested. After I finished all the other games. And I'll, do another playthrough of this. Maybe. I got 2 achievements for, I guess, picking the right stuff and for my first death. Wow. Well, that was interesting. I'm not usually a fan of retellings, but that was pretty good. So I am looking forward to playing it again, seeing how much longer I can survive. And if anyone, wants to try, I will leave this link in the description, because I'm pretty sure this was free when I got this. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys later. May actually be doing another video today. I do not know. But anyway, bye.